I'm going to give you a bit of a wrap-up. What a day. It's been really full of content, full of great people sharing information. Has it been good? Has it been good? Well, what a team you have been. I felt already from the beginning that there was a nerve here. You wanted to share and discuss. That makes a world of a difference for us. Really, thank you. I guess we kicked off early here by Carol sharing the vision and what AESQ is all about. And then we had the opportunity to listen to Eric from PCC sharing his experience and why zero defect is important. And he really pushed on the importance of engaging leadership and how PCC have managed their challenges through an SMS approach. And also mentioned and discussed a bit about the financial impact of not having zero defect. That is surely a big driver for all of us. And then we had the opportunity to listen to Chris and creating movement. And I think his story about the first intervention with APQP and how it was quite daunting and he was skeptical from the beginning, and now it felt more like he ended up as a full believer, which I think he gave us a strong impression of. I think it also caught me his comments around the long life cycles of our products, that the proactive activities and the preventive activities that we do today is potentially a legacy we give to our kids. So that kind of gives a bit of a perspective. And not least that it's the money that we spend now is something they don't need to spend at that time. I think Chris, you reminded us about being the ball, which I find was intriguing, and believe that zero defect is possible, celebrate success, dare to fail, but learn from the mistakes and what to get out of it. And then Ian, you shared your thoughts about creating a movement. And Rolls-Royce zero defect journey, going from, could I say, hesitant, perhaps, as an organization, to a convinced organization. A journey we all need to do. You shared your car story. A good reminder that APQP actually helps. And we need to bring that back in our heads, because I think we hear sometimes, what is this? What will it bring to us? So remember the car. And coach people constantly to join the movement. And then we saw the ostrich. Oh, it gets a smile on my face every time. I want to fly. I hope you want to. And we had to draw our zero defect factory. It was a lot of energy in this room. And early on, actually, I learned that someone here comes from Happy Valley. Who's that? Who's the Happy Valley guy or girl? Because I think that's where our zero defect factory is located, in the Happy Valley. Yeah. Okay. And Pete and Earl, what a team. You helped us creating the zero defect roadmap. A lot of discussions. I think there was some hesitance, or it was certainly not obvious always which activity that came where and so on. But however, we got the thought trail on that you have to start to get somewhere to achieve a vision. And not least, and finally, Dan and Andrew talking about the partnership. How a PFMEA journey has been the vehicle for joint improvement. It's all about working together. It's all about helping each other, because this is not a one-man show. We need to do it together. So I think it was a great day. You have been a great audience. And not least, we have, I think, a couple of questions, and then it's time to party. So, let's see. What was your favorite topic for today? Okay, it seems to be a lot about the roadmap, the exercises, okay, the zero defect company, a bit about leadership and partnership. Great, it's a lot of zero defects on the same slide. What good looks like. Yeah, thank you. Let's take one more. What was your biggest lessons learned from today? A lot of good comments. And I'm so glad to see that you have the words of it's achievable, it's a journey. I think we got that message out. and not least that ostrich can fly is good to know. How customers can support, yes. Suppliers need help with no end. Okay, we have to take that to the mingle event. Okay, is there one more, Becky? You don't know, let's see. Yes, it was, okay. APQP is a big topic tomorrow. In the next 6 months, which changes will impact your company the most? A lot of MPIs. That gives us a lot of opportunities to introduce APQP from the beginning. Isn't that great? We can start a journey. Thank you very much. It's really good data for us to work with. I will go to the next one. Thank you. Tomorrow it's a packed day. It's going to be a bit more interactive and you will walk around and share information and data and so on. We start off by 8 o'clock and then we have a panel here that is going to give us some information and you can ask questions, so please prepare questions. And if you came up with something now that you want to keep for tomorrow, I remind you that there is a Q&A section in the Slido, so you can write it now and we can cope with it tonight and answer tomorrow. We have a specific spotlight on APQP, and then we have all the breakouts where you will walk the room here and look at all the good, great things and ask a lot of questions. And then it comes to your action planning. We hope that with everything that you got through these 2 days is something that you can put on papers, your reflections. Where should I start? What should I do? How should I think? To get that down on paper. And then a bit of an update on the new revision that we are currently working. And finally, looking into how we can help you. And the wrap up. By that, I thank you very, very much for being here today, and we're looking forward to have you tomorrow. We will shortly, I don't know what the time is, in 5 minutes, we will have the room there over with some snacks for you. And we hope you stay on and interact and ask questions and potentially learn how to interact and engage in AESQ. With that said, thank you very much for attending today. Thank you.